Good afternoon. This is the Joint Standards Assessment Subcommittee, and I am the first order of business is to nominate a chair. So I understand that the committee have agreed for Councillor Rawlings to chair this meeting. Is that correct?
I'm happy to if the committee's happy with that. Thank you.
So
Thank you
I'll
very
hand over
much.
to you, Councillor Rawlings.
So I'm Councillor Stuart Rawlings, chairing the meeting, and thank you for that, members. I'm joined today by Councillor Runciman and Councillor Rowley, who will be joining the committee with me, as well as two independent members and support from Democratic Services and Legal Department. The next item on the agenda then will be declaration of interest. Could I ask any members to declare any interest that they have in today's agenda that's not already declared within their register of interests?
No, Chair.
Nothing. Then I usually do this if I can remind members that should during the course of the meeting anything crop up that you become uncomfortable with, please do not feel free to interrupt and make a declaration at that time. Thank you. Item 3, the exclusion of press. To consider excluding the press and public from the meeting during the consideration of the private report, not the public report, but the private one, as in agenda item 4, and the appropriate axes on the grounds that they contain information relating to individuals and likely to reveal their identity. Is everybody quite happy that we go into private session at that point?
So just to make the comment, Chair, is it worth announcing saying to the public that we won't be coming back into public session?
I will always do that at the point we go into private
Right.
session. I'll make it quite clear so the public don't stay assuming that we'll return.
Right, thank you.
Everybody quite happy to go into
Yes,
private session? Okay, then according to the private documents, paragraphs 1 and 2 of Schedule 12A to Section 100A of the Local Government Act 1972, as amended by the Local Government Access to Information Variation Order of 2006, means that we will go into private session at one point under item 4. Item 4, then, the Code of Conduct complaint. Could I ask the legal department just to run through the public document, and we will take questions on that after. But I would remind members, please, questions relate to the public document only and should not identify any details of the case in question. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. The public report available makes clear that this is a complaint which has been made about a City of York Councillor. It's a complaint of disrespect. The role of the committee today is to make a decision as to what happens next. Recommendation made in the report is as set out. There is nothing to add to what's published in the private report that I can say that wouldn't reveal more about the identity of the individuals concerned. The report does set out the Local Government Association guidance about complaints handling, as these reports always do, which gives useful tips as to how this should be treated today by members, and that will be in accordance with the national guidance.
Thank you. Any members have any questions as to the public report at this stage? No, well, thank you very much for that. We will go into private session now, if we may, to discuss in more detail the case involved. For anybody watching on the video, just as was commented before, we will make that decision, and the decision will be made public at a future date, but we will not return to any recording. So as far as the public is concerned, the meeting is over. Councillor Rowley.
Sorry, Chair, just to confirm that there are no items of urgent business. So we're item 5 now before we go into.
Thank you very much.
Sorry,
I appreciate that. No items for urgent business either. Thank you. So if we can close the record.